Sun in Pisces in the fifth house for Scorpio rising writers. You write from the heart, from the dream, from the edge where language starts to blur into feeling. With the Sun in Pisces in your fifth house, your creativity is spiritual, emotional, a little magical. You don't just express yourself, you pour yourself. Gently, completely, like water filling every corner of a space without asking permission. You might write poetry, or magical realism, or deeply moving essays that read like song lyrics. Even when your words are quiet, they resonate. You don't write to explain, you write to evoke, to awaken something subtle and sacred. You feel more than you can say, and you say more than you realize. Sometimes, your voice feels too soft, too abstract, too undefined. You drift, you dream, you start something beautiful, then lose your way halfway through. But your softness isn't a weakness, it's a strength. It's a gift. It's your soft way of being in the world, rather than pushing against it. But when you give your imagination structure, a routine, a rhythm, a place to land, your writing becomes not just beautiful, but enduring. You speak to the places in your readers that don't have names, and somehow, that's enough. Let your writing be water. Let it move as it needs to. Let it feel. You don't need to tighten it. You just need to guide it. You don't have to shout. Your whisper reaches farther than you think. Your writing flows from your heart. You might write for children with words that expand their imagination. With the Sun in Pisces in your fifth house, anything you write will resonate with readers who are young at heart. And yet, your writing is also a vessel for something larger, something unseen. The fifth house is the house of creation, of joy, of romance. It's the house of children and play. And when Pisces floods this space, your creativity becomes a tide, gentle but unstoppable. You don't plan your stories. You feel them. They arrive like dreams, half-formed and shimmering, as if they were whispered by something, just beyond the veil. You might write poetry, or short stories slightly obscured by fog. You may be drawn to fairy tales, myths, and magical realism. The surreal speaks your language. You may write memoir, but never in a straight line. Your memories are waves, and your words drift in spirals. Truth, for you, is not in the facts, it's in the feeling. You write to evoke, not to inform. You reach for beauty before clarity, emotion before logic. Your readers may not always understand you, but they will feel you. They will remember a sentence, not because it made sense, but because it made something stir deep inside them. Your writing is healing, not because you try to fix people, but because you allow them to open that soft, sacred space inside themselves where vulnerability can breathe safely. Pisces is a sign of dissolution, of merging. Boundaries blur here, and so, when you write, you often dissolve into your characters, into your settings, into your themes. You become the story. And yet, this can be exhausting. You may write with such openness that you forget to protect your own energy. You give yourself away, word by word, until you feel empty. You may start projects with great inspiration, then watch the vision melt. You may struggle to finish, or to commit, or to hold the shape of something long enough to see it through. But that's not a flaw. That's part of your process. You are not here to force your writing into a preconceived form. You are here to invite flow. When you honor the ebb as much as the rise, your writing deepens. When you allow rest, your voice returns more clear, more whole. Pisces in the fifth house is the artist who dreams in watercolors, who writes in fragments and feelings, who tells stories that feel like lullabies or prayers. As a Scorpio rising, you have depth. You see through shadows. You understand the pain beneath the poetry, the silence beneath the sound. So while Pisces brings softness, Scorpio gives that softness power. Your gentle words can still pierce. There is magic here, but not illusion. Your stories carry a soul path that knows how to find its way into the hearts of others. You might be drawn to spiritual themes, mysticism, stories that blend dreams and waking life. You might write about love, loss, memory, longing, things that don't sit still, things that shift like tides. Your writing may include poetry that reads like prayer, magical realism that blurs time, Creative nonfiction laced with dream symbols. Love stories that ache with tenderness. Stories of healing, redemption, and surrender. Stream of consciousness narratives. Intuitive journaling. Children's books full of wonder. Song lyrics or prose with musical cadence. You're especially gifted at writing about or from altered states. Meditation, grief, awe, liminality. You can speak from the in-between places, the thresholds, the mysteries. You may also be highly visual. Images guide your stories. You write in metaphors, in moods, in colors. But sometimes you doubt yourself. You may think your writing is too soft, too vague, too hard to define. You might compare yourself to writers who are precise, clear, structured. But you are not here to emulate them. Nor are you here to build fences. You are here to open gates. You don't need to explain your art. You need to feel it. And trust that others will feel it too. Still, some structure helps. A gentle rhythm can be a container for your flow. Set a sacred time to write. Let it be intuitive, but consistent. Create rituals that don't feel like prisons, but help you enter that dream space. A candle, a song, a cup of tea, whatever calls the muse. And when the dream comes, follow it. Chase it like Alice chased the white rabbit. Don't judge, don't edit too soon. Let your imagination spill onto the page, let it surprise you. And later, come back with fresh eyes, shape it with kindness, with care, with devotion. Your work is timeless, gentle, steady, and true. You don't need to rush it. It arrives when it's ready. Trust your sensitivity. It's your strength. Trust your strange metaphors. They are your originality. Your gift is to write from the soul for the ones who feel as much as you do. Write for the ones who don't have words for it all, but know it when they read it. Let your writing be your reader's hot tub that they can relax into. Let your writing shape their hearts like waves shape the shore. You don't need to shout. Your whispers speak much, much louder. And that ends our astrological analysis. Please like and subscribe, and why not check out your moon placement next? Happy writing!